turns to ice within my veins. My blood turns to ice within my veins.
It's so cold here! No!
Chilled to my bones. I'm overheating here. Oh, I could do with a cold drink. I'm overheating here. Cursed frost. I'm freezing here. I'm freezing here. It's so cold here. Bitter chill. Feeling hot under the collar. I'm freezing here. Did someone leave an oven door open? Chilled to my bones. Getting too cold to concentrate. Toasty! I'd trade my gauntlets for a hot drink. Getting too cold to concentrate.
I'd trade my gauntlets for a hot drink.
It's heating up. Bitter chill. Acid frost. Warm as dragon's breath.
Horn and a dead man. I can't say for certain what it means, but I'm sure the humans will want to hear of it.
There's not an imp in sight.
Patience. What? You there! Where are the red imps hiding? Don't play stupid. We know the cowards jumped to this realm.
Easy, sister, easy. We wouldn't want to scare...
We of the Watch share little with those ruddy chattel, but we do serve a common master, the demons of the realm of Nemesis. We've been tasked with returning the savage renegades to their home plane.
I know not what guise of innocence they have undertaken here, but in our home realm, theirs is a sinister past. Eons ago, the Red Imps were a free race. Clever, yes, but blinded by their thirst for knowledge. Easier prey our demon masters could not... And so the Imps were offered a deal. Knowledge for service. The demons would offer the imps unlimited knowledge of the universe, and in turn the imps, salivating at such an idea as absolute knowledge they were granted, yes, but at a great cost. They could only use their newfound abilities in service of the demons of Nemesis.
No? Wait until you are all that stands between an imp and its freedom. See how quickly impish... We, the Watch, were made the overseers of the demons' impish slaves. We were kinder than the demons indeed, but suffered from the same servitude as those over whom we were given dominion. Whatever commands the demons issued, after a great many centuries, the imps crafted a plan. They would steal the codex by which they had signed over their lives and flee Nemesis forever. The imps were merciless. Countless innocents among the Watch were beaten, bloodied, ripped apart limb by limb as a savage red swarm ran through us.
And what of us? We of the Watch who had failed in protecting the Codex were shown no mercy by our overlords. Half were sent to the darkest dungeon cells of Nemesis where they would suffer it. The other half, well, we were given a task. Find the imps and all would be forgiven. Those cast into the dungeons would be released. Fail and we will be doomed.
So, do you remember when we...
And so the knowledge...
No, we, the Watch, were
the other half...
It's heating up.
Feeling hot under the collar?
Chilled to my bones.
Potent heat.
Feeling hot under the collar.
It's heating up.
I'm overheating here.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Bitter chill.
Easy does it. I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
I need to dry off.
I'm drenched.
Bloody floods! I can't pass through here.
I strike from the soul of air!
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
freezing here! I'd trade my gauntlets for a hot drink. It's heating up. Potent heat! Feeling hot under the collar? Need to warm up. Baking like a cake. I'm overheating here. Warm as dragon's breath. It's so cold here! Oh, I could do with a cold drink. I'm freezing here! I'm overheating here. Baking like a cake. Acid frost! Acid frost! Toasty!
I'm overheating here. Light as a feather.
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
We've already found 3 villagers hiding in this place. They dragged them into the warehouse cellar, and I haven't heard a squeak from them since.
Go get us some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to
Sodden
it.
all the way to my boot soles. Toasty!
You cannot. Even Hermit leave behind a worthy scrap or two. I haven't even had
Matilda doesn't know a thing, does she?
Admire my work. My shape. Perfectly disciplined, aren't they? They'd obey my every command. What? Do I look like his secretary? And even if I were, with my head lost, lands, yes, fleeing the snow. The All-Mother believes those villagers, being the one-time servants of the wizard, will know how to find him. Or at least how to break the enchantments shielding it. Do you pretend not to know me, child? Surely the All-Mother called me here to find a certain tiny herd of sheep missing from her flock. Ratskin. Rats are always the answer. There's no hole they won't find, no stench that can deter them. No.
We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
Let's wrap this up. No.
I've got my eye on you. Don't talk to the small bones, brother. It only makes eating them all this pleasant later.
Perhaps you haven't heard, whelp. Every time a foot soldier but how very obvious. Who better than a cow to bring a frightened have had the pleasure of making his acquaintance? Careful. He was only just his dangerous, yes, leader. I am loved, but naturally miserable. The town's, yes, our but that's so it seems.
Yes, me. Good again, twirling. I think I'll get it over there.
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bottles that go up around here.
I told you it's little stink. Alongside the men. What a stupid thing.
Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know
to
that.
dry off.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go and find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
Finally, a sheep. 7 of them. I've had Matilda.
What was the minimum?
I do her too.
$5 gold?
I'm going to call that hand if the hole is so...
Ah, it never rains when it pours, eh?
Now for a turn.
Something's there.
Yeah, against doggish custom to take a dip in the river now.
You must be itching to lose your fingers if you dare disturb me.
What are you playing at, Toadskin? Watch how you address us, you betters. You did hear how ownless gore.
Yeah, piss off then. Go and gather amongst yourselves like a pair of chickens. I could ask the same of you, small bones. I don't go stomping up to you in the ballet class demanding to know which pirouette you're doing next, do I? Quit your sneaking around, I could ask the same of you, small bones. I don't go stomping up to you in the ballet class demanding to know which pirouette you're doing next, do I?
I'm overheating here.
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I?
One side. I ain't got time for chatting till I find the damn thing. You'd be too if you'd misplaced something of Gratilda's. I once saw her skin her own foot soldier alive for mispronouncing All-Mother. What's worse is, the coward's blaming his troubles on me, only 'cause I'd tell him to piss off and be on my way, but he threatened to tell Gratilda it's me who stole it. Not a damn thing in all the 12 hills of hell. This idiot orc has no idea where he's lost the damn thing. So he's taken to blaming me, a passerby. It's just like an orc to save his own skin by flaying someone else. What does that matter? Quit buzzing in my ear before...
You? Well. Thought you could get away with it, did you? What about it? Do you know what I... That's the one! Oh, well, I can breathe a bit easier now that that's settled. Wouldn't surprise me a elixir you humans passed it among yourself just to make me breathing easy now that the key's back in its rightful place, that's for certain. Now, don't get any funny ideas. I thanked you once, but you won't persuade me to repeat myself.
By the goddesses, tits are parched!
Then shut your mouth and go get us some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
Soaked to the skin. Risk their lives for love, would they? I'd not expected to find foolish ignorance among hardened warriors.
Take it from a hardened warrior, sourpuss. Once the battle's over, love's all that's left to turn to.
Sodden all the way to my boot soles!
I told you these skulls are so delightful.
Hey.
Toasty!
Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
We're keeping the peace for now. Chief's orders. That ought to turn yours.
Blasted mosquitoes. Never a moment's peace with these filthy vermin buzzing in me. Oh, brother, I've crossed me pests. 'Tweren't a tiny winged bloodsucker whining at me, but an evidence. What's a broken horn got to do with me? For all we know, you found that one on the corpse of a fool what insulted the old mother.
What do you want?
Did you hear something?
Ugh, I'm dripping.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
I've got the human, and it's itching like mad. I serve.
By the goddesses, tits are parched!
Then shut your mouth and go get us some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it.
I'll call and raise you another fire.
It's heating up.
Does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly now.
Look at you! How I admire one whose head is lodged so firmly upon their shoulders, like us. Not I, alas. I fare not so. For I may replace my battered cranium as jauntily as a wizard may his hat. Just consider some of these examples here before me. Why make a permanent choice? Why not cater to the... And so I ask, where are you? Oh, if as have we all. Townsfolk would sit on the... Now their mouths neither talk nor snigger any longer. Surely you jest when you question this question's importance. Say I opt for that if I play the part of the aforementioned wizard, and swap its rugged lineaments for the feeble ones that are my own. Yes. Who is I then? Were I sure that the soul houses within the chest, within one's little toe for all you? Oh,
Is this one of them fancy scribble pages? Never did trust them myself.
Rubbish. I'm a bleeding maid.
You needn't worry. Unlike our heads and our bodies, it is we and our souls that are one and indivisible.
Already checked beneath these boards.
Ain't there something behind here?
I concur. Pick a new skull if you want one. It's not going to change who you are in the least.
but of course. Why was I so blind? The soul is not of the body, it is of the spirit. A new skull I shall have.
A gaggle of scared peasants get to.
What? Where in the blazes? The last I knew was an orc coming in with an axe.
The thing won't budge. Then again, I thought the same about that villager's kneecap.
I feel like I've just
Is
had a
this one of them
job
fancy scribble
Hey.
pages? By the wings of Freyo Fulldon, I bet my left ear there ain't no celery.
By the soul of the wizard, sir.
Soaked to the skin!
Hey, you already checked beneath these boards?
Ain't there something behind here?
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
There's nothing to find in this bleeding dump.
The orcs tore through this place like
Where
wild
could a
pigs.
gaggle of scared peasants get to?
The thing won't budge.
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing,
thought the
does she?
same about that
We're waiting to fight the final
Did
battle.
someone leave another door
The time
open?
is nearly nigh.
Plagues and rubbish. I ain't a bleeding
Is this one of them
maid.
fancy scribble pages?
Sodding all the way to my boot soles.
What can I do you for? What about it? I can't say I know a thing about the armoury, but save bringing the occasional flagon to the guards there. But I've delivered a drink from barracks to bridge, and that I am. But I'll each glass. Now that was a man dedicated. Oh, I'm nobody, or special. Oh, you might. Well, can't say why we would. Oh, but who's got time now? But there's a man apart from the rest, even among their kind. He's a strange sort. Nurses the same flagon of whiskey for an hour and sits in the corner by himself. Oh, but the lack of company don't keep him from making... Always muttering beneath his sour breath he is, but arguing... What about it? I can't say I know a thing about the armoury, but save bringing the occasional flagon to the guards there. But I've delivered a drink from barracks to bridge in the course of my work.
Plagues and rubbish. I ain't a bleeding maid.
Is this one of them fancy scribble pages? Never did trust them myself.
Hey, you already checked beneath these boards?
And what? You propose I'll escape? What can I do you for? That I have. Now they always mutter.
Gruntled!
Where could a gaggle of scared peasants get
What
to?
can I do you for?
Like wild pigs. The thing won't budge. Then again,
Plagues
I
and
thought the
rubbish.
same about
I
that
ain't a
villager's
bleeding
kneecap.
maid.
What can I do you for?
Is this one of them fancy scribble pages? Never did trust them myself.
Hey, do you already check beneath these boards? Any sign of them?
None here. And no hint of that secret cellar either.
Right, boys.
Who would have thought Flatlanders would be so clever?
Well, keep looking. We'll rip out every board if need be. Chief's order.
Ain't there
There's
something
nothing
behind
to
here?
find in this bleeding dump.
Oh, hello, funny lady.
Something's wrong. This is the monster who killed all those villagers? This child? You want me to, but this can't be right. The orc, I remember, he was evil, a sadistic monster. This is... Oh, my head is spinning faster than a broken bumblebee. Let me get a good look.
Hello. I remember you. We used to be friends, didn't we? Yeah, we were great friends. We played all the livelong night, and I made pretty red ribbons up and down and up your face. Where'd your ribbons go? Do you want I should give you some more?
Looking,
We'll rip this isn't right. I'm gonna be sick.
It's all right, Medora. We're here together. No harm will come to you.
Sorry, pretty toy. Oh, please don't shout. Oh, Mum will be awfully cross if Mum. Oh, the best mum in the whole wide world. Usually, orcs like me, scramble-headed, me brothers call me, are killed right away. But Mum said she brings me lots of toys and friends, and she showed me all the best games to play. At first, I didn't like how the toys would holler and cry when I'd make ribbons on them, or play eyeball pop. But
Grutilda.
Yeah, that's my mum's name.
Comrades, my mind's racing and my heart's going like a snare drum. To be here, face to face with my greatest enemy, and to find that he's not at all like the villain I'd worked up in my mind. I've hated him with every drop of blood in these veins. Hated him till my... But now I find he's as simple as a child. Maybe he even thought all the cruelty, the death he inflicted was a game, and all around us. More victims. And years stretching behind us, and years stretching ahead of us. More, but you, comrade, time and again you show me the valor inherent of forgiveness. Still, I cannot forgive this monster. He may well be confused, and he may have been mistaught, but that won't stop him from killing again. Ho, comrade, in the name of the Order of the Sauce Hunters, I ask you to lay down forgiveness and to join me now. To arms!
Are you mad at me? Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever it was, I'll not do it again. I promise.
feel my legs.
Oh, Mummy! It hurts! It hurts!
That ought to hurt.
Potentate!
Perhaps you haven't heard, whelp. Leader, I am natural. I've miserable. The town, yes, but that's a matter. But how very obvious. Who better than a cow to bring a frightened calf back into the herd? One of my boys, in love with one of y'all's. Perhaps the All-Mother ought to investigate this matter personally. Nothing sets an up.
I've got my eye on it. Take notice.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a
It only
cold
makes
lake.
eating them all the less pleasant later.
Sharing the plunder.
Me? I'd like to know a bit about my haggis.
Human haggis. Been too long, hasn't it, brother?
Keep your faith in the old mother, brother. And it won't be much even vermin leave behind a word in scrap or
Every
two.
kind. Get them before they turn to ash.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Feeling hot under the collar?
Let's have another round.
You there, tell me, how's your They end up
Rains, but it pours,
how
eh?
it skulks around, neither awk nor enlightened. I'll bet no one would even notice if it disappeared.
Now, I won't hear another word about it. Only the guilty come to
You
me.
there, boy.
Where's the innocent
Can
in
it be
these trying
true?
times, brother?
You claim to
And
love
you
this
take the body.
human
A fair
scum.
deal, isn't it?
Love? No, old mother. I only have eyes for you. Of course.
Do not lie to your own mother, or she'll use your esophagus for a leg warmer.
Old mother, it's just... I didn't mean to. I couldn't help it.
So you admit to this affair?
Yes, old mother.
There, we have the truth. Very good, Ulrich. As for this transgression, I trust that in the last several moments you've realized your terrible error. Have you not?
Yes, old mother. Terrible errors, never to be repeated.
And I suppose I can trust you never to so much as glance at this worm-fleshed fool again?
Yes, old mother, of course.
As I thought. There. Oh, Lord. Calm yourself. The All-Mother cannot tolerate such blubbering words.
Excuse me. I'm just overcome with your kindness. Thank you, old mother. Thank you.
Disgusting, traitorous filth.
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
This be a moment longer, could he? There, dear. I'll carry you from here.
I'm drenched.
What a deluge!
I'm overheating here.
The cards are shuffled. Now, play for your best.
I'm drenched.
Don't talk to the small boats, brother. It only makes eating them all the less pleasant later.
Brave of you to disturb me, human. But how very obvious. Have had the pleasure of making his dame.
Yeah, check. Go on.
Fine, I'll check you.
What do you call that? Oh, my...
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Or even the old one that can pass this steel in a single blow.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost
Or
die
even
that
the
you
old
may
one that can
live.
pass this steel in a single blow.
That's enough of that now.
Even
let the lost die that we may live.
Or even the old mother could blast this steel in a single blow. Get them before they turn to ash.
I'll call and raise you another.
What are you doing, lingering around here anyway?
I've got my eye.
I'm dripping.
Don't talk to the small bones, brother. It only makes eating them all the less pleasant later.
My goodness. Is supper already, leader? I've miserable. The town, yes, but that's so it seems. But even have had the pleasure is dangerous, yes, and but how very obvious.
What's Gratilda doing with all that? I guess those humans can't see all the...
To dry it off.
Women could harbour such useful relics. Share in the plunder.
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole, where it many rats scurry in and out of this hole, many rats scurry in and out of this hole, where it leads is uncertain.
Sort of fellow. Always shared his lunch with the gods' fairer creatures. Imagine our dismay when that big green beast...
Baking like a cake.
Yeah. Cheers. Oh, I wish there were other bones that go up around here.
I told you I've got a snake alongside the men. What a stupid thing to do.
Hey, Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't short like
Sodden all the way to my boot soles.
The other rats are all fleeing. There's got to be a more subtle way to exterminate these pests.
Poison ought to do the trick, but I'm fresh out of cheese-flavored deadly nightshade.
Toasty!
Goddesses, since I'm past.
I need to dry off.
Now there's an idea with a ring to it.
Small bones, brother. It only makes eating them all less pleasant later. Maybe there you can. I'd like to know a bit about that.
Better quit that blasphemy before she hears you.
I'm drenched!
Did you see that? I could have sworn. I order at the orbit, mother. You discounts on magic balls.
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bombs that go up around here.
I've got my eye.
Sodden all the way to my boot soles.
Alongside the men. What a stupid thing, brother.
Hey, Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I've had Gratilda. And I'd do her too if I wasn't so sure she'd bite me head off after we'd done. Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Share in the plunder. I'm gonna call it like now for the plot. 5 of hearts, 3 of spades. Finally, Jack of hearts. Let's get the ball. Listen, fellas, you got room for one more, don't you?
I need to dry off.
That's no reason to keep ignoring. Ace of
Now go screw yourself.
What are you doing lingering around here anyway, human?
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she?
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Hello again. Do you bring good news?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. There may be hope for my friends yet. If you would...
Their hiding place is enchanted, you see. Crafted by the wizard himself to hide those he held dear. They've concealed themselves in a cellar outside their home, the hatch of which you'll find beneath a great black boulder. Once you've destroyed the boulder, search in the beehives behind the wizard's house for the key.
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bodies that grew up around here. Let's hope. I'm drenched!
I'm overheating here. I've spotted something interesting. I need to dry off.
Feeling hot under the collar.
What are you doing around here anyway?
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she?
Oh, I'm dripping.
No, you cannot. I thought the same about that villager's kneecap. Is this one of them fancy scribble pages? Never did trust them myself.
I'm drenched.
Welcome me in to check. Yeah, check. Go on.
This boulder looks strange. Unreal. This boulder looks strange. Unreal, even. This boulder looks strange. Unreal, even.
Who are you? Stay away from my family. They know nothing of the wizard. Take me. A source hunter? Lodian, the gods have answered our prayers. I can think of 7 bless us. And you too. Aye, we 3 laboured under Zandalor's Zandalor prepared this hidden place long ago. It's almost as many years ago he told us that Zandalore is a brilliant man. We cared for his home while he was away, and it seems that when we triggered this cellar's defences, he knew straight up from the orb came Xandal. Something He told us to wait for the White Witch. I know little more than many is the year, as you may know. Believe me, Source Hunter, the last thing I'd want to do is disparage you. But this message is simply too important to hand over to a recent acquaintance. Perhaps if you had some proof of your association, we might feel better handing it over. Not much to see here, I'm afraid, but you're welcome to take a look around.
Make yourself at home for the present. We haven't much to offer, but my wife... What I wouldn't give for two... He's a good and decent man.
Our friend, how can we help you? Believe me, Source Hunter, the last thing I'd want to do is disparage you. But this message is simply too important. I know little more than its name implies. But if a temple of Source does indeed rest with it, many is the... As you may know, not much to see...
How very strange to see a friendly face in these... A cat told you. I don't know much about Source Hunters, but I never knew... If what you say is true, it must be Jinxica to whom you spoke. We called for old Jinxie before going into hiding. But this little stray here was the only one who showed up. Oh, that dear fellow. He had a great many friends and acquaintances, but he had been somewhat despondent these past few years.
Our friend, how can we help you? I know little more... As you may know, this town, not much to see.
The spell appears to have failed. Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong?
Overcome him. Clawing at time and void. What's the word, Source Hunter? A family of Zandalore's servants. Why, yes. Yes, he spoke often of a faithful trio in his employ. He said...
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. By all means. I can't say much more, but that, Tell me. Oh. I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
How might I serve our mission? In the ether, the drakes ask, and I am, but perhaps am I the beginning? And am I to be the end?
Brimstone, like the imp said to the ballista operator.
What's the word, Source Hunter?
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
more to say about that village
What I wouldn't give for... He's a good...
Our friend, how that ring? Hikara's blessing. Zandalore has the same. I'd recognize it anywhere. Zandalore's message is as such. He's gone to the Source Temple in the Phantom Forest, and he wants her, or I suppose you, her messengers, to follow him there. In order to enter the forest, you'll need an amulet. He stored it in a small chest near his personal waypoint. Once you're inside the forest, you'll need to find the forest spirit. This spirit will give you the rune you need to enter the Source Temple. But first things first, if you want to get inside Zandalore's house, you'll need to use the port. Still, entering the house will be the least of your worries. Zandalore himself has called forth every manner of protection to discourage would-be intruders, and you will have to defeat them all in order to... Now, the last thing he said doesn't make much sense to an outsider. Perhaps you or the witch will manage to make better sense of it. He said, and I quote, "She is coming. I only hope I can reach the temple first. If she finds the portal..." He didn't finish. "Before you go, perhaps we might impose on you. We're Source Hunter. We need a way out of this place. It's only a matter of time before the savages upstairs find us. But Zandalore has his own means of travel. A waypoint shrine and his own chambers reserved for his personal use. If we could only get... The only trouble is what I've already mentioned. The wizard's house is... Our friend, how can we help you?" "Oh, yes, let's! Have you cleared a path to Xander? No? Well, we don't mind a bit, not much to see."
I've been set in stone. The Seven call me home! Back on my feet again!